Uh, Good evening, all of you. Am I audible? Akshara ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you're
sir.
audible.
Okay. Thank you, Akshata ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to read out the profile of the resource person. Ms. Kusuma H P is a seasoned data analyst at Ahana Systems and Solutions with 5 years of professional experience in the field. She holds multiple certifications, including .NET, software testing, Java, Oracle, SQL, and Power BI. A versatile expert, Ms. Kusuma excels in database creation, query optimization, data cleaning, and developing insightful visualizations and models. She has also demonstrated her technical proficiency by clearing the HackerRank SQL Intermediate level certification. With her extensive knowledge and hands-on expertise, Ms. Kusuma is dedicated to delivering impactful data-driven solutions. Thank you, ma'am. Kusuma, ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So, shall I continue
Hello.
with the session? Hello? Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Kusuma, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Kusma, ma'am, you're not audible. Your mic is on,
You
actually.
Hello? Am I audible?
please increase the volume, ma'am.
Am I audible now?
It's
Hello?
very low sound, ma'am. Please increase the volume.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it is fine, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, shall
Yes,
I
ma'am. You
start?
can continue. Yes, ma'am. You can continue.
Ah, okay. Is this visible?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Yeah. Okay. So, today the session is about data import and connectivity. This session is all about connecting multiple data sources in Power BI. So as you all know, to create a great visualization, we need some data source to create a visualization. So in Power BI, you can connect various data sources like Excel, SQL, CSV file, database access, Google Analytics, like this. So in this session, so Power
Kusuma,
BI.
ma'am, your voice is too low, actually.
Hello.
Can you please look after that?
Hello.
Ma'am, now it is audible, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
And can you just go to full screen, ma'am? Because in Teams, no, so many options will come. That's Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in Power BI, you can connect various data sources like Excel, SQL Server, Access Database, Azure Services, and Notepad, CSV, Web, etc. So this Power BI tool can give us an option to connect more than 150 plus data sources. So with the help of these data sources, we can easily able to visualize the data. So we can able to easily create the insights over the data. So now, so we will connect the data first with a text file. So
Uh,
let's see.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, your voice is actually, we are not able to hear you. I mean, very low, actually. Can you please check once again?
Ma'am, now. Hello. Now?
Now is fine.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Let's see now how we can connect a text file in Power BI tool. So before that, so we need to go to the Power BI tool. So first I'll be into the Power BI tool. It is getting open. This is a Power BI platform. So I'll take new report. So just click on the new report. So here you can see various options like get data, Excel workbook, one lake data hub. So like this. So today's session is about importing the data and how to connect the data to get the data to create the visualization. So for that, so you can see here get data option. So connect to the data from multiple sources. So this option will tell us about connect to data from multiple sources. So you just click on this one. The first option is about, so as I said, so we can connect to the text file. First we will see how we can connect the text file. Text file is nothing but a notepad. So we all know, we are very familiar with the notepad. So for that, so once you click on this get data, you can see a number of options like this. So here, data sources like Excel file, text, XML, JSON. So here you can see n number of options to get the data from different types of sources. So first is about notepad, how we can connect the data from the notepad. So for that you have to click on this text or CSV. So after this, so you just click on connect button. I'm just clicking on connect button. So it will be open one window. So to retrieve the data from this text file, so I am just selecting this text file. So just click on open. So before that I'll show what is there in text file. Yeah. So this is a text file content. It contains ID, name, marks, result, date and class. So this is a text database. So I'll show the original data file. So this is the original notepad. So here you can see so how the notepad contains the text data. So this file I'm importing into the Power BI. So I'll just minimize this one. So now, so whatever the data is there in this text file, I just imported it to the Power BI platform. So here you can see So in this text file, so you can see ID, name, marks, result, date, and class. So these are all the attributes of this particular data. And these attributes are separated by tab. Tab is nothing but space. Okay, so there is one attribute called ID and name. So there is a space between these two. So here in Power BI tool, so you can see here ID, name, marks, result, date, and class. So everything is there. So whatever the data content is there in the original file, so all is present here. So we just imported the data to this Power BI desktop. So now you can see here delimiter. Delimiter is a tab. So you can see n number of options. If it is a if the delimiter is a comma, then we can separate these column by comma. So but in this option, so these attributes are separated by tab. So that is why the delimiter is tab. I hope you understood this one. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, you are
Yes,
audible.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So now, so after importing the data, so you just, there is a load option, transform data and cancel. So load option will load this data to the Power BI platform. So if you click on transform data, so it will load the data to the Power Query. Power Query is one more platform. So there we can clean the data. So but this data is already cleaned and it is structured data. So now we'll just click on load. So after clicking the option load, the data will get loaded into the Power BI. So here you can see in the data, so the data is getting loaded. Yeah, you can see here. I hope this is visible. So text file. So whatever the text file, we just imported this one. So we just imported that data, and whatever the contents are there in this file, ID, name, marks, result, date, and class. So everything is imported here. So you can just see here. So this is the report view. So here we cannot able to see whatever the data, whatever the table is there.
Hello, ma'am. Your voice is not audible, ma'am.
Hello? Hello? Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, it's audible.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a report view. So if you want to see the table content, so you just go here. So you need to click on the table view. So here you can see all the data, whatever the data we imported, that is visible in Power BI. So
Ma'am,
this is a
sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Could you please start again, ma'am? Actually, I could not understand from the beginning, actually, what was going on, ma'am, if
uh,
possible.
yeah, shall I recap this video? I mean,
Ma'am,
whatever
please,
the,
ma'am,
Yes,
please
ma'am, please.
send that notepad file, ma'am.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay. So from beginning I'll show. So
पापा
I'll
ने कुछ नहीं
close this
बोले
one.
होंगे. सही बात है. ना तुम्हारा करता है ना पापा का करता है.
Hello. Hello? Yeah. So data connection with the text file. First we will connect this data from the text file, that is notepad. So we'll take one example how to connect the notepad data to the Power BI. So for this option, so I need to open, so I'll just close this one, I'll reopen. So I'll open this Power BI desktop tool. So I'm selecting one new report. So this is the Power BI home page. So here you can see a number of options like get data, Excel workbook, so like this. So first we need to import the data. So for importing the data, so we have to go with this option, that is get data. So get data is an option, so that will connect your data from the multiple sources. So if you click this option, so you can see here there are n number of options are there. So with this option, so if your data is present in any of these data sources, you just click on that and you just connect it. So before that, the first option is if the data is in the notepad, how to connect that one. So for that I will show my original file which is in the notepad. So this is the original file. Is this visible?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Visible. Ma'am, please
Yeah.
share that original file, ma'am, notepad file, so that we have
Sorry.
hands-on session.
Yeah. Okay. This is a notepad. So now, so for this notepad connection, so you have to go with this data source option like text or CSV. So just click on this connect button and select, so whichever the data file you wanted to retrieve the data from data source, so that you select it and click on open. So it will be going to connect. Okay. So whatever the original data contains, original file contains the data, so that all the data will be going to present in this platform, that is the Power BI tool. Okay. So here, so after this, so you need to load this data to this platform. So for that you need to click on this load option.
Sorry to interrupt. If ma'am, the data set is shared under WhatsApp group or any means, you can try to hands-on, ma'am.
Sorry. Hello.
Ma'am, either data set is shared via through WhatsApp group or by chat window. Then we can try to do some hands-on, ma'am, with you at the same time
Yes, sir.
on our system.
Yeah, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Is there any standard format for the text file so that the Power BI can identify the different column? As
No, sir.
suppose, yeah.
No, sir. There is no standard format, because once
Okay.
we are working in an organization, so we will be
Okay.
connected to the stakeholders. So the customer
Okay.
don't know, so what is the language we are using. Okay, so they will
Okay.
just simply copy paste the data and they will be form the data like this. They don't know how to
Oh,
fix it, how to follow this format and all. So
okay. So
whatever
even
will be
if
the
there is a no, yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Please.
Yeah, you can directly connect it. This Power BI tool is a tool, so that will identify the data in a structured manner. So even though the
Okay.
data is not a structured manner, so it will convert it into the structured one and then it will connect it to that particular data. Okay, so now our data file as connected. So here you
Okay,
can
ma'am.
see, so whatever the data is there in this file, so that is just connected after connection. So all the data you can able to see. So here you can see the table view. So if you just click on this table view, you can see the data which is loaded to this platform. And here you can observe here, so there is a symbol of summation. So ID and marks. So these two attributes are different from all these attributes. So why? Because ID and marks is having this symbol means. So if I click on this ID, so here you can see the format of this is a whole number. The data type of this is a integer or the number. Okay, and also here marks. Marks is also an integer number. So that is why. So these two column is having this symbol. So if you want to perform any calculation, on this attribute. So you can easily able to calculate with the help of this symbol. So that is why these two attributes are having symbols like this. So and other than this, name, result, date and class. So these symbols are not having any. So these attributes are not having any symbols. So we can directly retrieve the data, but we cannot able to and you can see here the name, the data type of this is a text, and result is also a text, date is a date format, and class is also a text format. So based on the data, what type of data we are storing in the database, so here you can see the data type of that particular attribute. I hope you understood this one. And so you can see here model view. So if I click on this model view, so you can just see.
Hello,
So how
ma'am.
many? Yes.
Ma'am, it is request to share the text file so that we can perform parallelly the it is practicals.
Yeah, ma'am. Shall I share it now only?
Please.
Yeah.
Yes,
Kusuma
ma'am.
ma'am, if you're
Please
not
share
able,
in the
can you
WhatsApp group.
check whether you have an accessibility for chat box?
Ma'am, share on
Chat
WhatsApp group
box
because
is
chat
not
is not
accessible.
enabled.
Yes,
Kusuma
ma'am.
ma'am, for you,
Chat box
chat box
is
is accessible?
I'll just check it, ma'am.
Chat box is not accessible to us. Please share
Okay.
from WhatsApp.
Ma'am, you say share me in the WhatsApp, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. I'll share it.
I will post here.
Okay.
Dear participant, please wait. Actually, we have enabled the chat box, but we have discussed with our team also. I'll try to solve that shortly. So I will share the data set in the WhatsApp as well as in the chat box also. You can download.
Akshata ma'am, I just shared that file in the WhatsApp group. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing 2 minutes. 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
share.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, got the text file. Yes.
I have shared in the chat box also, and in the WhatsApp also.
I hope you all got the file.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You're just opening.
Please follow these steps. First one is you need to open the Power BI tool. So then click on the data, get data option. So then you have to select text or CSV option. Then select that particular file. Click on open. So after that, click on load button.
Yes. It's visible.
Yeah. Okay. So this is one
For
type of data. This is one type of data source we connect to the Power BI. So next one, we'll connect the Excel file. So how to import the data? So if the data is present in the Excel data source. So for that,
Ma'am, which file to connect first?
Notepad, ma'am, text file, textfile.txt. So that is a
Text file.
Notepad file.
Okay.
should I press load? Should I press load?
Yes, you have to press, you have to click on load option. So I'll show the steps here.
Okay.
So after loading, so whatever the data is there in that particular text file, so that will be going to visible. So that data will be imported to this platform like this. So your data will be going to visible. So after loading it to the platform. So this is about connecting the notepad or connecting the text file to this.
Ma'am, your voice is too low. It's not
Hello.
audible. Your voice is too low.
It's better
Now
now.
it is audible. Yeah. Okay. The second option is data connection with Excel file. So now we will connect the Excel file to the Power BI platform. So for that, I'll close this window. I'll then again I will reopen this one.
Ma'am, you're not audible.
Maybe close the mic.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So again, I will open this Power BI desktop for the connection of different data source like Excel file. Okay. So just click on this Power BI desktop tool. Okay. So again, I am taking the new report. Okay. Same option. You need to click on to this get data because we need to import the data. So now, so we have to get the data from Excel workbook. So click on this Excel workbook. So select the file HR Analytics data. Click on open. So your data will be imported to this platform. So it will just connecting. So before that, I'll show what is the content in this HR Analytics data dot Excel file. So here, so this file contains a number of rows and columns. Okay. So here you can see the navigator window. So whatever the file we selected, that is HR analytics data.excel file, correct? So in this file, so we have only one table, that is IN. Just click on that one. So why we need to check this? Because so we need to get the data from this database or from this source. So all the data has got imported. So you can able to see here. So now click on the load button.
Why are numbers in italics?
Hello.
Why are numbers
Where, sir? Here.
in italics?
I didn't get you.
In Power BI.
In Power BI, yeah. Tell me, sir. Shall I go
Why
to the
are
previous option?
why are
Why?
numbers
Because whatever the data is there in that file, just importing that file or importing that data. Okay. So we are just importing the data. We are not doing any operations with the data.
why are numbers in italics? In italics.
In, sorry, sir, your voice is breaking.
Why
Yeah, sir,
are
please tell me. Why are numbers? Why are numbers means what?
in italics?
No. What here means is in his computer, the numbers which are opened in the file are visible in italic style.
Okay. So, sir, you just reload it again, sir. You select the same file again. So here it is visible properly. Same file I shared to you. Akshata ma'am, shall I share the file again?
No need, madam.
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
After loading, I couldn't able to see the file here. What's the
Yeah.
issue?
So yeah, see here. So after loading, so here there is an option called data. So in this data, so you can see whatever the data, whatever the attributes are there, so all will comes here. Okay. So you just click on this table view. So before just going to this one visualization part, so here you can see the table view. Is this visible now? Table view. So you just click on that one. You just click on that one. So
Yes,
here
yes,
all the
visible
data,
now.
here all the data you can able to see.
Yes,
So
ma'am,
whatever the
visible.
data we imported, so all will be imported.
Yes, got it. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the importing the data from the Excel file. Okay.
You mean to say at the same time, can we open and import multiple files and keep that in this table?
Yeah, sir. You can share. So sorry, you can import the multiple files here, but
Okay, ma'am.
okay. So now this is about importing of Excel file. So is there any doubt here? Or shall I move to the next data source?
No doubt, ma'am. You can carry on.
Yeah. Okay. So next, this one. Okay. So we just learned about how to import the Excel data to this Power BI. So you can follow these steps. So now the data connection with CSV file. So we all know CSV is a comma separated values. So this file is also containing the data. So how to import the data? So if the data is present in this CSV file. Okay. So I'll just go to the Power BI desktop. Again, I'll close this because so you'll get confusion because n number of tables will be going to present here. So I'll reopen this Power BI desktop.
Kusma ma'am, 1 minute. Sorry for the interruption. You can
Yeah.
continue. Dear participants, a small request. Actually, ma'am will show the steps, everything in detail, and I'll be sharing the recording. Now, parallelly, you can practice after the session, parallelly by with a recording help. Because she has a 1.5 hour session and she'll be explaining in detail about all the steps so that she can finish her topic also, and you can practice that according to step by step once ma'am share the data. So let us if you have any questions or answer, you can unmute yourself at the last, and so that she will clear your doubts instead of talking in between, so it may distract her presentation. So that's my small request. So ma'am,
Yes.
you can just explain step by step so that our participants will practice after your with the help of your recording, ma'am.
Yeah. Sure, ma'am. Sure.
You can go in a flow so that everyone will understand. So our participants will practice your steps, whatever you are teaching. Thank you all
Yeah,
for the
sure.
understanding. Thank you.
So now, so we need to import the data, so which is present in the CSV file. Same option, you just go to the get data and click on more. So here, so you can see the option called text or CSV. So text or CSV. So it will be going to connect both the text or CSV. So it is depending on what type of file you are importing. So just click on connect. So here, so I'm just importing one CSV file. Let us take sales.csv. Just click on open. So it is connecting. Yeah, so you can able to see whatever the data is there. So I'll just show the original file, the sales.csv file. This is the original file. Sorry, not this one. This is the sales.csv file. So here you can see the data. So this is in the original file of CSV. So whatever the data is there, so you can see here the same data we just imported. So here you can see a number of rows are there. So all these data as imported to this platform. So you just click on load, same option. So it will be going to load to this platform. So loading that sales.csv file.
एक मैग्नेट चुड़गा आप कितने करेक्ट है अब यहाँ से देखिए गजब करेक्ट दिख अच्छा 1 2 3 4 5 दिखती दिखती बेटर
All the data which is present in the CSV file has got loaded. So now you can see the file here, sales. So whatever the attributes are there, so everything is present here. So you can see.
Ma'am, your voice is low.
You can see the table here. So whatever the data is there in that original file, so everything has imported. Okay, so this is how to import the data from the CSV file. I hope you understood this one. So how to import the CSV file?
Do we need to remove the previous database file?
Sir, if you want, you can remove, sir.
Okay. Okay.
But there is no problem if it is there.
See, I have loaded 2 files. One is CSV file and another one is the inwala file.
Yeah, it's
So
okay, no
there,
problem.
there are two
So
files
Power
getting
BI is a
reflected on my
connection of.
right hand side.
Yeah, that's okay, no problem.
Okay.
So you can Power BI is can able to connect the multiple data sources.
Okay.
Okay. So you can connect n number of data sources within one platform, within one page. Okay. So this is about connection of CSV file. So now next one is, so these are all the steps. So as we now followed. So if you want, I can share this PPT also. Next, data connection with the Access database. So how to connect this Access database to the Power BI platform. So again, I'll just close this one because n number of huge amount of data is there. So it will take too much of time for loading. So that is why I'm closing this one. So now the connection of Access database. So again, I will reopen this Power BI platform. Click on this new option. Same procedure. So click on the get data. Click on more. Now we need to select the data source as Access database. So we are retrieving the data from this platform, from this data source, that is Access database. Just connect it. Click on connect. So there is one file called database11.accdb. So you just open that one, select that one and click on open. So it will be going to connect.
The table is empty.
Yeah, the table is empty, sir. Nothing is there in the table. So now just click on load. So if there is a data, so you can import that. But this is a procedure to get the data from, to connect the data from Access database. So here you can see the table 1 that is present in the Access database, that is loading. got table. So no data is there, but if there is a data, so that data will be going to present here. So everything will be going to imported, and you can use that data for the visualization. So this is how to import the data from the Access database. Okay. So shall I repeat it, or you understood? Shall I go with the next data source?
Ma'am, repeat it, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So this is
Ma'am,
the
can
step.
I ask something? Ma'am, can I ask
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Ma'am, like you were showing, like we are adding Excel file, text file, then sales file, then database file, and CSV file. If without closing this application, we just continue to
Yeah, sir,
upload
you
all
can
these
continue.
file.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can upload n number of file. But as of now, the loading will take so much of time. That is why I'm closing this one, and again I'm reopening. There is no problem if you have n number of data, n number of files within the same page. Okay.
Ma'am, where all these four uploaded files will be saved, and how we can view in later time if we continue to upload four files, like four types of files.
Ah.
How we can
Sorry.
view in later time? How we can view the later these uploaded four types of files like text file and CSV file, database file, and commercial PDF
Sorry,
file.
if you are
On
if
later
you
time,
are
how
working
can we?
on if you are working on one type of data, so that is if the data
Yes,
is
ma'am.
present only in the notepad, then you can select
Yes, ma'am.
only the notepad file, that is text file. So if your data is
Yes.
present in Excel file, you have to select that Excel file only. Okay. So
Yes.
if it is CSV, then you have to select CSV only. So if your data is present in multiple sources, then you have to select both the files. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes. Thank
while
you.
visualizing the data, so you have to
Yes.
select both the sources.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Madam, there is one error has come. Unable to connect. Microsoft ACE.OLED B12.0 provider is not registered on the local machine. What does this
Sir,
mean?
so you have to select Access database, not the OLEDB, sir. So OLEDB is a password protected, so that will see it in the next step. So next data source is that one only, that is connection
Okay.
of OLEDB, Access database.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is about only about Access database. Okay, I hope you
Okay.
understood this one. Shall I repeat this one? So you have to select Access database. The option is Access database. You can see here Access database. Okay, not the OLEDB. So then you have to select the Access database file, then click on OK, click on open. Then it will be going to import it to the Power BI. Then you need to select that particular table, then click on load. So after that, sorry.
Ma'am, while we are working on Power BI, then internet accessibility is required or not required? Ma'am?
Not required, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So we are in this. Okay. So then after load, so it will be going to get loaded. So your data will be going to visible in the Power BI platform. So next is connection of, as sir said, so it is asking for password to not able to access this Access database. So for that, so this is the option, that is data connection with the Access database. So if the database is password protected, so then we have to opt for this one. So I'll show that one. So I'll continue with the same page. So now you have to click on this get data, click on more. So now, so you have to go with this OLEDB option. So I'll just search here OLE database. So that is object linking and embedding database. So just click on connect. So if the database, Access database is password protected, so then you have to opt for this option, that is OLEDB. So if your database is password protected, so you understood, right? So it is asking from OLEDB, that is connection string, it is asking. So for that, so you have to go to this internet option. So just type connection string. So we want this connection string, connectionstrings.com. Please follow the steps. It is you need to go to the internet option. So there you have to type connectionstrings.com. Okay, so here you can see the connectionstring.com. Just click on this one. So we are working on access database. Just click this option, access. So here you can see the three categories like standard security with database password and data directory functionality. So in these three options, so we want, so if the database is protected from the password, then you have to go with this category, that is provider, data source and database password. So you just select this one, just copy this one, copy this one. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am,
here,
you're audible.
you just copy this link. Just copy this link. Go to the Power BI platform. So here you can see the connection string. So you just paste that copied path. So whatever the connection string you just copied from this connectionstring.com. So you just paste it in connection string. This is Power BI. Okay. Then click on this build option. Next. The next step is, so you just go to the source file. So here this is the access database. So I already shared this file. So where this access database is present, you just copy that path. Just copy that path, go to the Power BI, then you just paste it in data source. Again, you copy the name of this file, copy this and paste it after the last path of this connection string. So that is, so you understood? Shall I repeat it once again?
Ma'am, repeat please.
Yeah, I'll repeat this one. So you have to go to the connectionstrings.com. So there you have to select this with the database password. So there is one path. So just copy that one and paste it in the connection string tab. So after that, click on this build button. So then you can able to see this window. So you can see this data source. There you have to copy. So wherever your file access database file is present, you click on, you just take that path. Just take that path and paste it in the data source. I hope you understood. Then click on this test connection. So you can able to see test connection is succeeded. Then click on OK. Can you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Then after test connection is succeeded, then you have to click on OK. So if I click on OK, here also. So you can see here data source is asking username and password. But if you are having a paid version of database access, so you just use the username and password of that particular database access. So you just enter here, then you just click on this connect button. But database access is a paid version, so I don't have a paid version. So if you are having, then click on this username and password, just click on connect, it will be going to connect. And whatever the data is present in the database access, which is password protected, so that will be going to present in this Power BI platform. Understood? I'm not using this paid version, so that is why I couldn't able to connect to this data source. So if you are having the paid version, then you can easily able to access this one. So but this is a procedure to get the data from the database access database, so which is password protected. I hope you understood. Can you able to follow? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So you can just see the steps. So you have to select the OLEDB, then you have to click on connect. So after that you have to go to the internet option, that is you have to type connectionstrings.com. So there you have to select this access because we are working with the access database. Then so you have to select this with the database password. So copy this one and paste it in the OLEDB connection string. Then click on build option. Then you have to copy the path where your database access file is present. So that path you have to paste it in this data source. Then you have to click on test connection. So after the test connection is succeeded, you need to click on this OK, and after that you need to click on this OK. So after that, so your table will be going to visible in this platform. So this is how to connect the access database which is password protected. Okay, so next we will move on to the data connection with MySQL server. I'll just cancel this one. SQL Server is a database. So I'll just open this Power BI desktop for the connection of MySQL. It is a SQL database. It is a structured one. The data will be stored in the form of rows and columns. And in SQL, so if you want to retrieve the data, so we need to know the query language. So you need to write the query for everything. So for retrieving, for modification, for updation, for everything, we have to write the query. So now, so we will connect this SQL to this platform. Same option. So you need to go to the get data. So click on more. So here we search for MySQL. So here MySQL database option will come. Just click on connect. Okay. So before connecting to this data source, so you need to open MySQL platform because all our database is present in MySQL platform. So before going to connect, you need to open this MySQL. So here this is a MySQL workbench. So just click on the local host. I'm going to give the password of this. So if you are accessing MySQL, then you can easily able to follow this one. So username and password I'm going to give. Click on OK. It will be going to connect. Okay. So in this This is a MySQL workbench. So here you can see a number of tables are there. These are all the databases or the schema you can say. So this is one schema, batch 1. So here you can see the tables, department table, n number of tables are there, orders, person, employee, and also sales is one more schema. So here you can see the tables like customer table, date table, market table, product table, transaction table.
Ma'am, should we install MySQL for this?
Yeah, you need to install this MySQL.
Workbench we
Once you
have to select.
yes. So once you get installed, you need to open this MySQL. So then only you can able to connect the MySQL data to this platform. So here I'm going to give the server as localhost. And the database, I'll be going to select the database of this batch 1. Okay, so as of now I'll select this one, batch 1. Hello. Yeah, just click on OK. It is connecting to the database, MySQL database. So I just retrieved, so I just selected this batch 1 schema. So whatever the table is there, so you can see here these many tables are there. All these tables will be going to import in this platform. So you can see here batch 1 same will be going to visible in this navigator table. So here, so whichever the table you wanted to retrieve, so whichever the data is present in which particular table, so if you wanted to select, so you can just check this one. So I'll select this one, department or employee. Okay, so I'll select this one. So this contains some data. Okay, I'll select these two table, department table, DPT and employee table. Okay, so you just click on load option.
Okay, you're most welcome.
Okay.
Namaskar,
So these two data will be to load. So we selected two table, that is employee table and department table.
Sorry,
So these
just a minute. Sorry, I beg your pardon, but I request the organizer to mute everyone, because even after your request, people are not muting. So I kindly request you to mute everyone. That help everyone.
Sure,
Sorry,
sir.
ma'am. Once
I'll
again,
mute now.
please
I'll
continue
mute
your
now.
session.
Except presenter, everybody will be muted now.
Excellent idea, ma'am.
Actually, I muted everyone, but many have texted me that they wanted to discuss if any doubts. But actually, it's creating some echoes. I'll mute, sir. Thank you for it.
Okay. Now, whatever the table we selected department table and employee table. So we got these two table, and whatever the attributes, whatever the data is there, all are present here. So now, if you want to check, so we'll just go to the table view. So you can see the data which is present in this particular table. So this is the department table. So if I want to check the employee table, so you can see all the data is present, all the data is imported to this particular platform. So based on these data, so you can easily able to visualize the data, you can easily able to create the dashboard or insights. Okay, so this is how to connect, this is how to import the data which is present in SQL database. That is, I used this one, MySQL. So before going to do this option, so MySQL workbench should be installed in your system. So then only you can connect to this particular option. So I hope you understood this one. Or shall I repeat this one? So these are all the steps. So first you need to select the MySQL database. Then you have to click on to this connect. Then you have to give the option. You have to give the server and database. Then click on OK. So after that, so you need to give the password of that particular MySQL platform. Then it will be going to visible. So whatever the table is there in that particular SQL database, all the tables will be going to visible. And here in this option, you can able to select whichever the table you wanted to retrieve the data. So that table you can select here. So after that, so you need to click on load button like this. So once it is getting loaded, so all the data will be going to visible in the table view. I hope you understood this one. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one, that is data connection with the web. So how to get the data if the data is present in internet? So for that, I'll close this window. So I'll reopen this one. Okay, click on new option. So now we are importing the data which is present in the internet or web. So for that, click on get data. So here you can see the option called web. So just click on web option. So here it is asking URL. So from where you are retrieving the data, so that URL path it is asking. So for that, you need to go to this internet option. So here, so whichever the data you wanted to import, so you just type here. So I just wanted to retrieve the data. So employee and department table with data. So wherever the data is there, so you just click on that one. So these are all the options where you can able to find employee and department table. So for example, I'll just click on any of this option. So here, so you can see the tables and also some contents are there. So if you want to select this one, so you can copy this path and you just paste it into this Power BI platform where it is asking the URL. I'll take one more option. So here, this is also contains some of the contents like here you can see the department table and also the employee table, and also it contains some text, some contents, so which is not required. So the Power BI is a powerful tool. So whichever the content we want, so whichever the content is in a properly organized, only it will retrieve those data. Suppose if I select this one, randomly I am selecting this one, so not particular about this, so I am selecting this, just copy this path, just copy this path, I'm just copying this one. Okay, so go to the Power BI and just paste it here. Okay, click on OK. Click on OK. It will be going to connect, and you can see here the navigator window. the navigator window. So you can see here. So whatever the table content is there or whatever the data is there in this particular web page. So all the data is organized in a table form. Can you able to understand? So here, so whatever the content is there, so you just randomly click whatever the web page you want. You just select, just click on this path. The Power BI tool will be going to segregate all the data in the form of table. Suppose if I wanted to select this table 1 and table 2 or whatever the data, you just see here. So table 1 is about this one. So this is the content of this one. Okay. So employee ID, first name, last name, date of birth. So I don't know where exactly this data is present in this content. So maybe it is taking this one. Or if you wanted to select table 3. Yeah, this is about column 1 and column 2. This is not a relevant one. Don't go with that. So which data is relevant to your data visualization, you just select that one. Now I think table 1 and table 2 is relevant because it contains the proper attribute and the proper data. Suppose if I select this table 7, it contains column 1 and column 2. It is also not relevant. You don't want the data like equals where. So this is not the relevant one. So go with this table 1 and table 2. Click on load. Whatever the table you selected, table 1 and table 2, it is loading. Yeah. So you can see here table 1 and table 2. So it contains department ID and department name as an attribute. Table 2 is having date of birth, department ID, employee ID, first name, gender, hire date, last name, salary. All these attributes loaded. So if you wanted to see the table view, so you can see the table 1. So this is from table 1. So you can see the data. So this is from table 2. So whatever the content is there. So we are just loading, we are just importing the data through this web page. Okay. This is a model view. This is table 1 and table 2. So this is how these two tables are interconnected. So with the help of primary key. Okay. So this is about to get the data or to import the data from web. So again, I'll recap this one. So data connection with the web. So just type any of the data you wanted to import. So if you wanted to import the student table, so just type here student table with data like that. Then you can able to get n number of options. Then select any one option which is relevant to you. Then select any two options and click on the web in the Power BI platform. So whatever the path is there, so this one, this path. So this path you need to copy and you have to paste it in this URL space. So here You can paste it here and click on OK. Next, whichever the table content you want, just check it, then click on load, click on load option, then it will process for the content, it will load the content. So after loading, so you can easily able to visible the data like this. Okay. This is about how to get the data from web. I hope you all understood. So in this session, we just saw how to import the data from. So first we saw about how to import the data from Notepad as a source. So then we just look into the Excel sheet. So how to import the data from the Excel file, and also from the CSV file. The next one is CSV. Then access database. So you need to select the option called access database. So then if the access database is password protected, then how to retrieve the data? So for that, password is required. So then you have to go to the internet, then you have to type the connectionstring.com, and you have to select that path and you have to type it in this Power BI platform. Then next one is connection of MySQL. So if your data is present in SQL server, so then first you need to connect to the SQL server to this Power BI platform. Then you can easily able to retrieve the data which is present in the MySQL platform. So last one is retrieve the data or import the data from the web. So for that, whichever the content or whichever the data you wanted to retrieve, so you just type that particular text in that in the web, then you have to copy that path and you have to paste the path in URL like this. So this is how this one. So after that, you need to click on OK. So whatever the content you want, that will be going to import it. So this is all about importing the data from different sources. Okay. So I hope you all understood about how to retrieve, how to import the data to this Power BI platform. So if you have any queries, please ask me.
Ma'am, shall I unmute our participants?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Dear participants, if you have any major query, you can ask, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Suppose the web is a dynamic website, and the value is changing on that particular website. And if we connect that particular URL with the Power BI, then the graphics also becomes a dynamic. Means as the value change, the graphics also change.
Yes, sir. So if you are particular about any particular data, so suppose if you wanted to retrieve the data from any of, if it is a student table. So if you are not sure about the data, but you wanted to create the dashboard, you understood? You are not sure about the data, but you wanted to create the dashboard. In that case, so you can use this web as an option to retrieve the data, to import the data. Got this one?
That means Power BI don't support live data processing, right?
It will support, sir, but but you should be know about which content you want exactly.
Okay.
So because internet is a dynamic one, it is not a static one. So every day, each and every second, the data will get changed. My thing is, if you're not sure about the data, but you wanted to create the dashboard, you wanted to create the insight on this particular thing. So then you
Okay.
can go with this web option.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other queries?
Hello,
Am
madam.
I audible?
Yes.
Can we make the disconnection of any with any database without closing the Power BI?
Yes, sir, you can. You can. So I'll show here. So this is a platform, right? So here I already imported this table 1 and table 2. Now I don't want this table 1 and table 2. You just delete this one. So delete from the model. So it will be going to ask if you wanted to disconnect this table. Yes, you just click on this, then that will be going to disconnect. Yeah, table 1 has got deleted.
Hello.
If you want to delete this one also, so you can just disconnect that particular data. That's it.
Hello.
I hope you got my point. Yes, yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a question. Like, can we connect Hadoop with Power BI?
Yes, ma'am, you can connect Hadoop also.
Okay. So,
But
is
only
there
thing
is there
is,
a lo-
so
it
that
is it a long process?
yeah, you need to follow the installation of that Hadoop, and then you have to connect each and every step you need to follow without any mistake. So then only you can able to connect to this Power BI platform. So as of now, so we just saw that access database password, correct, right? So in that what happened, we don't know the access database access only. So that is why you couldn't able to connect that access database password protected file to this particular platform. So that is why, so whenever you connecting any platform or any data source to this particular Power BI platform, so you need to be sure about, you need to follow the procedure properly. Then only we can able to do the visualization.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, please do share PPT slides also. Ma'am.
Sorry?
PPT slides
Hello?
also. Could you please share this PPT
Yeah,
slides
yeah, yeah,
also?
yeah. Yeah, I'll share that also. Now only I'll share. I'll share this. Don't worry.
Yeah. Thank you, Kusuma ma'am. Now I would
Yeah,
like to
okay,
give
sir.
vote of thanks. Good evening, everyone. I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Ms. Kusuma H P, for her insightful session and valuable contributions. Madam, your expertise has greatly enriched today's program, and we deeply appreciate your time and effort. Special thanks to the Atal FDP organizing committee for their meticulous planning, and to our dean and faculty members for their continuous support. Finally, my sincere thanks to all participants for your active engagement and enthusiasm, which made today's session a success. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next session. Have a wonderful evening. Tomorrow also, madam's session will be there. Thank you, and all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.